He was behind the camera, but Simpson knew what had happened right away.
Oh my gosh.
He'd been scratched. Simpson says it's happened to her, her husband, and friends many times before.
That's unbelievable.
God bless you. You know why? Because you're telling the story.
Yeah.
Because you're putting it out there. Because they don't want, that is their, I'm just telling you right now, that is their way of a warning.
She took us on a tour of the house. She shot video of this door.
If that is you, would you please shut that door?
It appears to close on its own.
You want to scare me so bad? Show me. Shut that door. Go ahead, shut that door. Oh my gosh, I about fell to my knees. I trembled because as soon as I said it, you never think that's going to happen.
Simpson says she often sees orbs on this stairway behind the door. It leads up to the master bedroom.
This determines whether I sleep upstairs or downstairs.
This part of the master bedroom and bathroom is an area where we've seen a lot of activity so far, and both Simpson and her cat have been pushed down these stairs before. While we stood at the top of the stairs, Simpson recorded on her cell phone camera. She was hoping it would catch orbs, but it shows something else too. It looks like a hand.
Oh, what? Mine, did you see that?
Simpson says it looks like someone she's seen before, and it's not a ghost. It's a demon. It's been seen in the basement.
When it came on me, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't scream, I couldn't move.
So far in this house, Nick has been scratched. I've been touched and pinched. We've seen strange lights on the walls and heard noises, and we haven't even gone down to the basement yet.
Where is the place where you saw the Shadow Man picture?
This photo was taken with a deer camera in the basement.
This picture right here is the Shadow Man. He's about 7 foot tall.
Simpson says she's scared by what's happened, but she and her husband have lived in this home for 7 years. Her grown daughters refuse to stay here.
We put everything into this house, and we do want to move, but we would have to list it at such a price to where we could recoup what we put in.
Meanwhile, the family has invited mediums, researchers, and priests to visit the home. The results of one investigation will appear on the Travel Channel show, The Dead Files. Simpson says there's a history of grisly deaths in the house.
I have to prove to people our life, so that way they'd understand.
Whatever you think, we weren't in a hurry to come back anytime soon.
So what do we think? Like I said before, this is absolutely one of my favorite ghost clips on the news.
I agree. 100%. That point where the little shadow demon's arm comes out at the top of the stairs, the first, I don't know, 3 or 4 times I saw it, that scared the heck out of me.
I agree. I would rate this clip 5 out of 5 journalism awards because, you know, like, I'm sorry, but news people aren't just going to be like, oh, I got scratched to, like, make a spooky story for CNN. Like, absolutely not. Like, these are journalists.
Right, they're out there to find the truth, whatever it's going to be, and she's getting pinched, and he's getting scratched, and people are getting pushed, and they're not going to be allowing just tricks of the light to come in and then airing them.
Right, like that would be one hell of a haunted house setup.
Yes, I don't know that I could live there. I don't know how they've lived there so long.
That's the one thing that makes me like, why? But at the same time, I mean...
Yeah, I would have moved, but... Good for them that they can stay as long as they can. That's just frightening to me. Everything about that story scares me.
It's very spooky.
We do have to fix it is not actually in Michigan. I don't know why I thought Michigan. It's in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Oh,
I think the next one you're going to play is
the
from
nanny
Michigan.
cam is in Michigan. Okay, so the nanny cam is in Michigan. Shall we do the nanny cam next?
Yes, which is another one I like, but I haven't totally made my mind up on this one.
Yeah.
So let's watch it again together.
Okay.
At number 4 now, it is video of the unknown. What is it? Is it real? And what is it doing there? A family in Highland, Michigan believes their house is actually haunted and thinks something is harming their little girl. 7 Action News reporter Alan Campbell went to the home to see for himself.
It happened here in this room as 15-month-old Lily was inside her bed. Caught on camera, something walks in front of her crib, catching Lily's attention. Whatever it is, the family says it needs to go.
It's almost like she sees something that we don't.
It's an image Heather and Josh say is haunting their home.
It was chilling. It was literally a chill down your spine, like that what if factor. Like, is this what I just saw?
Caught on the couple's nanny cam video a few weeks ago, what appears to be something moving in front of the baby crib.
I freaked out. I stopped what I was doing and I ran upstairs and I grabbed my daughter.
Heather says this so-called ghost scratched her daughter Lily and attacked her too.
It scares us that it could do something else. I mean, there was even a morning that I woke up and I had felt like something was around like someone's hands were around my neck.
A team of paranormal investigators came in and tried answering some of the couple's questions and concerns. Josh's father, Jim, says it may be someone who lived in this house before.
The story that I was told was the gentleman that lived here originally committed suicide, apparently, by jumping out this window. Which is, of course, one full story down.
The couple says they don't know why this so-called ghost is targeting them, but say they don't want any part of it.
It's not physically just going after her. It feels like it's going after myself, too.
I couldn't get an explanation out of it, you know. So it's freaky, is what it is.
For now, Heather and Josh say they will stay inside this place with Lily until they're able to save up enough money and move out. Reporting in Highland Township, I'm Alan Campbell, 7 Action News.
Thoughts?
As a mother?
Yes.
I am terrified that the idea that when whatever it is that they have on the camera, the baby looks up. But the baby doesn't look at where the thing on the camera is. Like, the baby looks off to the right, and you can see whatever's moving is over on the left. So it's not like the baby's looking at it. Mm-hmm. Which leads me to believe that, I mean, the nanny cam doesn't have any sound or anything. Like, that could just be mom, like, in the other room, you know, calling. Being like, I'm coming to get you, and she stands up in her crib.
Okay, so here's some of my thoughts on it. So if you just showed me the video, I'd be like, yeah, that could be a ghost. That could definitely be a ghost, like, whatever. You know, the guy in Wales, he didn't seem like the type of guy who would want to be on the news, like, saying I have a ghost. These people, they might want to be on the news saying they have a ghost. And not only that, but, you know, the big thing is, oh, well, we're trying to raise money. We need money to get out of here. And also the other thing, like, I don't know. Again, I don't want to sound judgmental. If the news is coming to your home, please clean it. Please clean it. You know they're coming. I know that's judgmental. I know. And I'm sorry. And if that makes me a terrible person, I'm sorry. But
the only person worse than you is me, because I'm over here silently laughing. Because it's true. Like,
I mean, you know,
pick some stuff up. Put your clothes away.
Like, the news is coming to do a thing on ghosts. I don't say ghost. I say no ghost.
Yeah. I say,
well, no, I can't say that, because you know what? Maybe a ghost. I think that video could also be explained. I think that could be, like, if you look at the security cameras at my business, right? Mm-hmm. There are times in the middle of the night where all of a sudden my motion detectors go off, and I will go through and I'll check those. And every once in a while, and at first I kind of thought it might be a ghost. And when I realized what it was a motorcycle driving by and the light hitting against our wall. So it looked very different than like when a car would go by or when a truck would go by. Like those lights I'm used to seeing, but when I looked, it was like a little like scooter motorcycle. But the way the light hit the wall, it like looked like something kind of floating through.
Really? So
I think that could be something like that.
Which would explain why the little girl might be looking
the opposite
in a
way.
Different direction.
Yes.
Because there's motorcycle noise. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Right.
All right. So I guess the moral of this one is clean your house if the news is coming.
Yes.
And check for motorcycles.
Correct. Yes.
Motorcycles are everywhere.
I mean, no news. No one cares what your home looks like. But
news is coming.
The news is coming.
Maybe spend half an hour picking up.
Call your sister over. Have her help.
Maybe she doesn't have a sister.
Well,
maybe he doesn't have a sister.
I don't have a sister. I'd call my friends.
Fair enough.
I'd call you.
You'd call me. That's probably not the best idea for getting something cleaned. You should call my friend Julie.
I'd call you and you'd give me Julie's number. So, Beth, I have a story from last night.
You have a story from last night?
I have a story from last night.
Okay, go.
So last night, I was already having a great night. I was out to dinner. The food was great. Everything was awesome. And I looked down. I checked Facebook. And all of a sudden, I have all these friend requests. And I'm like...
Lucky you.
Yeah, but never happens. So I'm like, what is going on? And I see it is from this podcast that I love, that I listened to on the way to the restaurant. They did an episode of The Time Traveling Trumps, which is awesome. And so it's this podcast. It's called The Unbelievers Podcast, which is a spinoff of the Unbelievable podcast. They're my two favorite podcasts in the entire universe. And they gave us a shout out.
Yay!
I couldn't believe it. And then someone else went and they wrote, there's like the Unbelievable Network on Facebook, which is a big thing. And someone said, are the women who do the Ghost Hunting New England podcast, are they on here? And people were talking to me, and it was great. And everyone, if you need a really awesome paranormal comedy, really zany, awesome podcast,
we're your people.
We are, but I highly also recommend the Unbelievers podcast. It is so much fun. If you know me in real life, you know that I work an insane amount of hours, and that is like my happy time. When I get off work and I listen to the Unbelievers, it is funny. It is like all the weird stuff that I love. Cryptozoology, they have psychic stuff, they have ghosts, they have a lot of alien stuff, which is my favorite. And it's really, you get in on all the jokes, and it becomes like a family you've never met, but like you just feel so akin to these people. So thank you so much to Russ and everyone over there for that shout out. It means the world to me. I totally fangirled when it happened. I was so excited.
She's about to cry.
No, I'm not. But it was very awesome, and thank you guys so much. And Beth and I appreciate it from just the bottom of our hearts. So thank you.
We do. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Beth, do you have anything else to add?
I have some contact information to add. You can email us at ghosthuntinginnewengland@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter at ghosthuntingne. You can find us on Instagram at ghosthuntinginnewengland. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker,
Stitcher.
SoundCloud, Stitcher. We also have our website.
And we're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube. The YouTube thing is a little weird. Did you get my message about that?
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not
worried about it.
Okay, good. You're the tech guru with the fancy pants, right?
But anyways, please tell your friends about our podcast. Please, we're having so much fun doing this. We hope to do it for a really long time. Please send us all your feedback. And please, 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 if you would be so kind, leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. It would really mean a lot. And if you don't think we deserve 5 stars, please send us a private message and tell us what we can do to make it you feel that way.
Fair enough. We're also interested in any sort of investigations that you might like to have us do. And if you find any ghosts in the news in your region, send us the link to it. We would love to see it, to talk about it. And if you have a story that you think would be interesting to share on the show, we are all about hearing those as well.
Yeah, call in.
We're going to start doing a bit where we play the ghost stories that other people have, because we figure most people's ghost stories, unless you're like a professional storyteller, usually run about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So we would love to hear your stories. We would love to have you on. We would love to talk with you.
Yes. And we will see you next Wednesday.
Is that all for this week?
I think that's it.
Okay. Signing off with some half-twin ratings and some British choir boys. What were they? No.
Spooky British girls.
Spooky British girls.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
It's still a work in progress. Have a good week.
Have a good one.